We're just going to start extending our legs out. Curl your toes back in. Take a minute to take a breath in, and then we might just allow our head to be heavy. Let it go. And then we'll come back up to sit tall. As we sigh out, walk your hands around to the right side. Just bring a gentle twist in the body. We'll come up straight, take a breath in, and then sigh out, walk the hands around to the other side. One more time each side. All right, let's bring our bolster under the base of the tailbone and we'll just lie down over the top of it. You might like to have your feet flat to the floor, or you might like to take your knees wide. Either way is fine. Ideally, tailbone is connected to the end of the cushion or bolster and the head is supported. Just allow your shoulders to be heavy, elbows on the ground. So today we'll have a fairly quiet yin practice dedicated to the Sufi poet Rumi, my favorite poem of his. Sit, be still, and listen. For we are all drunk and sitting on the edge of the roof. I think he doesn't necessarily mean drunk with alcohol. He means drunk with thoughts, desires, emotions, busyness of the mind. The more we indulge our desires, our thoughts, the more we sit on the edge of the roof. Not stable, not safe. So his advice, his words, just sit, be still, listen. Take 2 more breaths here. Keeping the elbows close to the support. Press into the ground. Just lift your head up slowly. And we're going to sit with our legs 2 kind of right angle shapes. So 1 hip externally rotated and 1 internally rotated. And just come up onto your sit bones. You'll find that one will be probably a little higher than the other. That's okay. Just let your legs be heavy. And upper body is soft. Just make sure there's no tension in your neck, your jaw, your teeth. Once you feel settled, just come back to the rhythm of your breath. We're very slowly going to walk our hands around to the left-hand side. So just follow the direction of your knees. Take all the time you can, just centimeter at a time. Just slowly allowing your spine to twist and unfold. And we're going to come down eventually all the way onto the bolster. So just make sure the bolster is connected with the base of your tailbone. And you might come down onto the shoulder, or you might be able to twist and come down onto the inside of the shoulder or the outside of the shoulder. Just twist as far as your body wants to go. And then just slowly walk your hands around. So you might take them just on the same side of the bolster, or you might take one over. Allow your body to soften and relax, release into the twist. Legs stay heavy. Once you come down onto the support, just sigh out, sink into it. As you soften, you might feel like you can twist even a little more. And we'll be here a few minutes, so just allow upper body to be heavy. Let's press under the shoulders. Just slowly come up. Press through the hands, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Take your time here. Slowly walk the hands back the same direction. And when you come back to the front, just lift the knees up, maybe rock from side to side. And when you're ready, we're going to find those sort of right angles with the leg on the opposite side. Leg should be around 90-degree angle. And once you're in this shape, just take a few moments again. You'll notice sit bones are, one's a little higher than the other. You might like to bring a blanket or a support underneath. As we twist our spine like we did in that last form, we help our adrenal system to just reset. This is where stress hormones live, adrenaline and cortisol. And we're always busy. Those stress hormones are flowing freely through the body. The amygdala in our brain is the part of our brain that's kind of like a smoke alarm, tells us something is wrong, that we're in danger, that we need to be tense and ready, always. When we come into stillness, this is when our brain releases serotonin, releases a sense of just allowing us to be here. So you might take a moment just to notice what that feels like, this sense of stillness and presence. When you're ready, we're going to walk our hands around to the side. So follow the direction of your knees. Take it as slow as you can. Just slowly turning the shoulders and just allow yourself to melt into that support. Maybe you come down on the shoulder, maybe on the chest. Just see how you go. It might not be the same on this side. Notice wherever your mind's taking you. Every time we leap into the future, we dilute our ability to enjoy life. And just press under the shoulders. Slowly come up. Walk your hands back to the front. Might like to just rock the legs out again, the knees out. And then we're going to take our legs wide. You can pull a bit of flesh away from the sit bones. And just allow your head to be heavy. Not trying to touch your toes, just take your hands down to the ground. You feel sensation in your hips, in the back of your legs. Just allow it to be there. Once you feel still, you might just bring attention to belly expanding as you breathe in. Maybe send a bit of that oxygen to your hips, to your thighs. Just bring your attention to that part of the body. Let's slowly lift our heads back up. We're going to come down onto our backs now. Take your bolster out, but leave it close to the body. We'll take our feet flat to the floor, knees raised. Take a moment to tuck your chin, just embrace your double chin a little bit, and maybe rotate the pelvic bone so the spine is heavy and flat to the floor. Let's slide our bolster underneath that tailbone, so right across the base of the spine. And then just let your body come down heavy on top of it. So bolster should just be supporting either side of your hip bones, your tailbone. Tuck that chin a little further if you can, just allowing the neck to be long. You might like to rest the hands on the body or take them out to the side, either way. Once you feel settled in the shape, just come back to the breath. Take 2 more breaths here. Sigh it out. Let's slowly take our bolster out. And we're just going to thread our arms through in between the knees. See if you can keep your head heavy and your tailbone heavy. You might just come to your shins, or you might just have your hands on your legs or your knees. Drawing the knees in a little closer to the chest, but keeping the spine long, the tailbone heavy, the neck and head heavy. Should feel a bit of sensation in your inner thighs and your hip joints. Just scan through the face, make sure there's no tension in your jaw, your cheeks. We'll just be here a minute or two. Let's take our hands to our knees. We'll just do some small circles, opening through the hips. And when you're ready, we're going to take our left foot and place it over the right knee. See if you can keep your shoulders and head heavy as you lift the right foot off the ground, drawing the knee a little closer. And then once you're sure you're not bringing any tension into your upper body or your cheeks or your neck, you might like to take the hands up to the leg. Shoulders stay heavy. We're not trying to actively pull our leg in, we're just holding it there. Might take a small smile, just relax all the muscles of the face. Let's extend our arms wide and heavy out to the sides. And we're going to slowly take our knees across the body, but again, take all the time you can in this twist. You might start with the breath in. And as you sigh out, just slowly bring the knees across. You might take a few breaths to twist all the way. Just allow your body to unfold. Left shoulder stays heavy. Every form we take in a yin yoga class is just an exploration of stillness. Teaching our mind to be still, rather than always chase every dream, every desire, every thought, every wish or hope. And just notice what it feels like to be here. There's a Taoist story I like where the new monk goes to visit the teacher and ask them the secret. What is the secret of practice? What is the secret of life? And the teacher says, this is all you need to know. When you're hungry, eat. And when you're tired, sleep. And the new student goes, isn't that what everybody does every day? And the teacher replies, no, when people eat, they try and taste 1,000 tastes, endlessly looking at the menu. And when people go to sleep, they dream of 1,000 desires, wishes, hopes for the future. So how can we show our mind how to be still? Let's gently roll back onto the spine. And you might untangle the legs. Maybe draw a few more circles with the knees. And when you're ready, take the right foot over the left knee this time. Check your shoulders are still heavy, that your head is heavy. You might walk the hands a little further away from the head. When you're ready, lift that left foot off the ground. And you might just like to support that leg with the hands, but we're not trying to tug it in. We're not drawing any tension into our upper body. Should feel a strong sensation in your IT band, your iliotibial band. It's the one that runs from the hip to the knee on the outside of the leg. Just notice the feeling, come back to the breath. When you're ready, extend the arms wide and heavy to the mat. You might tuck in your chin one last time, back of the head heavy, neck long. And then we'll take a breath in. Slowly rolling knees over. Take all the time you can. Allowing the body to open as you sigh out. Shoulders stay heavy. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Once again, just sigh it out, let it go. Whatever focus your mind is taken. We'll roll back onto our spine. You might like to just extend your legs out. If you need to draw the knees into the chest one last time, please do. Bring the arms down by the side of the body. Allow the thumbs to drop down towards the ground, just helping you roll off the shoulder blades. You might like to just scan through the body. What else can I surrender right now? What else can I soften into the support of the ground? Take a moment to allow your attention to come back into the body. You might like to roll your wrists or ankles, stretch your fingers or toes. Might like to raise the arms above the head. Let's roll onto our sides. And press under your shoulder to slowly come up. We'll just meet in a seated position, bringing hands to heart center. Sit, be still, and listen. We are all drunk and on the edge of the roof. These are the words of Rumi, the Sufi poet. Good advice for life. Let's bring our palms together, create some heat. You might like to bring those hands up to the face, just make a small intention for the day. And when you're ready, let's bring palms together and just acknowledge shared energy of practice each day. Namaste.